Hey everybody, sorry about that. We're gonna pick up with Itali, Primal Storm, and I have to tell you, this is one of the most amazing cards of the set. He is an Elder Dinosaur, and I just want to be very clear, this text does not say he has to deal damage to make this happen. It's just when he attacks. So whenever this creature attacks, move the top card of your opponent's library to your hand and give it full mana. I I think that's absolutely huge, unbelievably fun to use. It doesn't matter how big or little the card is that you're taking from your opponent, it's going to have full mana either way. Uh, it's absolutely great, I feel. It has haste, 6/6, and it only costs 16 to get in. For all the cards that were overpriced and underpowered in Ixalan, every card that I have seen so far is very well costed out and extremely powerful. Absolutely love this card. I want it. Very excited. Galta, Primal Hunger. Another Elder Dinosaur. While this creature is in your hand, it costs X less, where X is the sum of power of your creatures. Once again, this is a 12/12 Berserking Trampler. He does cost 24, but he costs X less with the sum of your creatures. Yeah, he's not the first creature that you want to put out on the board, but my gosh, that's ridiculous. I think that is another great card. Kumena, Tyrant of Orazka. Uh, he is Merfolk Shaman. Activate 2 blue. If you control 2 Merfolk or more, draw a card and this creature gains unblockable until end of turn. Activate 2 green. If you control 2 Merfolk or more, draw a card and all your Merfolk get +1/+1. I think it's a pretty standard Merfolk Shaman. I'm sorry about my teammate talking in the background there. He was just mentioning that he does not like Planeswalker specific events. Personally, I absolutely love the Planeswalker specific events. It gives everybody a chance to showcase off a specific Planeswalker with just a couple other choices of decks to go along with that to kind of round it out. And it usually has very, very high rewards. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with them. I actually really like them, and I hope they continue them. We haven't seen them in a while. So, please, devs, if you're watching, keep going with the Planeswalker specific events. Moving on, Nezhala. I'm sorry, Nezahal, Primal Tide. Another Elder Dinosaur. Can't have its mana drained or raised. Cool. Whenever your opponent casts a spell or support, draw a card. Cool. Activate 2. Discard a card. Nezahal, Primal Tide gains hexproof until the beginning of your next turn. Not bad. It's cool that it can't have its mana drained or raised. I like that. A great card to put in the first spot. I like being able to draw a card most turns, so that's cool. And it does only cost 17, so it's not overpriced either, I don't feel. Polyraptor. Enrage. This creature gains at the end of this turn, reinforce this creature until end of turn. Not terrible. Make it a 10/10. Cost 20. That was not my favorite mythic. Still not a bad one. Rekindling Phoenix. When this creature dies, create a 0/1 red elemental token with, at the beginning of your turn, destroy this creature and return Rekindling Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield with haste. That's pretty cool. Just like a phoenix. Burn it back into life. I think that's pretty cool. Tetsimok, Primal Death, another Elder Dinosaur. He does have Death Touch. While this card is in your hand, at the end of your turn, drain 2 mana from this card, and your opponent's first creature gets -1/-1. When this creature enters the battlefield, your opponent's creatures get -6/-6. I really, really, really like this card. So for 2 mana, you're giving a creature -1/-1 every turn. And then when you're tired of doing that, or you need more, you just put the creature into play. I would hold this creature in my hand for quite a while. That is awesome. That is a lot of fun. That was a really great idea. Great job, guys. He does cost 17. I think that's a perfect amount. 8/8. That's an awesome card. That is an awesome card. Time Stream Navigator. Now, this is a new one. If you have City's Blessing, gain 1 extra swap. Okay, so how do you get City's Blessing? Let's take a look. It's right here. We're going to ascend. If the sum of your creatures, supports, and reinforcements is greater than or equal to 10, you gain the City's Blessing for the rest of the game. So it's not saying you got to be careful and not destroy supports and all that kind of stuff. All you have to do is hit your goal of 10 first, and then you get the City's Blessing for the entire game. It doesn't come and go, but that ability is called Ascend, and that is how you get the City's Blessing. And you're going to see on a couple more cards coming through, as long as you have the City's Blessing, you get some extra bonuses, or you get some differences in the game. For this one, you have to have the City's Blessing to gain an extra swap. Either way, that's pretty cool that you get an extra swap, so it's fun to use. Trapjaw Tyrant. Enrage. Exile the last creature your opponent controls. When this creature is destroyed, your opponent fetches the next creature card from their library. It gains full mana. Oof. That is a touchy one. Great cost. 7/7. Awesome. It's nice that you can exile the last creature your opponent controls, but I would be very fearful of what creature they're going to be pulling from their library and automatically, practically just putting into play. Fun card to use. I'm sure it's got its place, but not something that I'm trying to get. Okay, Twilight Prophet. Here we go with the City's Blessing. At the beginning of your turn, if you have the City's Blessing, draw a card. There you go. Get the City's Blessing, you get extra card in your hand. Easy as that. Your opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is half of that card's mana cost rounded down. Cool. That is not a bad move. It does cost 13 for the 4/6. I mean, obviously, if you're going for the City's Blessing, not a bad card to have. Okay, Ixalan Primal Calamity. This guy's huge. Cost 25. He's a 9/9. When Ixalan enters the battlefield, convert 9 gems to one of your Planeswalker's colors. Nice. Helps get everything else in your hand out after taking so long to get him out. Activate 1. Destroy a non-land support your opponent controls. Very nice. Activate 1 red. Deals 3 damage to your opponent's first creature. Awesome. Activate 1 white. Gain 3 life. As you can see, he is a tri-colored creature, so you can use him in tons of decks. He is going to help you convert those gems, and you get the bonuses from all the activations. So that is a fun card. Very costly, big, but not a bad card to have. Zatalpa, Primal Dawn. Wow. Activate 3. Gains prevent damage until the beginning of your next turn. 19. cost, double strike, vigilance, flying, trample, 4/8. Overall, I would say that that is a pretty great card. I love cards that have a lot of abilities, and then getting the prevent damage, even better. That looks like a lot of fun. That's great. Okay, and that is all the mythics. So, that's what's available right now. Now, let's take a look at the packs that are available right now. There is a new Planeswalker available. I have some mixed feelings about him. Let's take a look at him first. Angrath, the Flame Chained bundle. So Angrath, the Flame Chained. The bundle itself is okay. I mean, it's standard $40 bundle. You are going to get 50 jewels with it, and 100 crystals, and a super pack. More importantly, him, as you can see in the bottom right, it does have loyalty bonus possibilities coming up. It looks like they added the loyalty rune gem to the mana bonuses. So, something interesting to look towards in the future. So for him, though, for 9 loyalty, deal 2 damage to your opponent and find 2 treasure. When your opponent, then your opponent discards a card. Okay, so this is his level 4 ability. This is not a starting ability. Dealing 2 damage to your opponent. Pretty much worthless. Finding 2 treasure. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. Then your opponent discards a card. It's great that you get to discard a card with his first ability here. Overall, when you add all 3 of these things together, I guess it's an okay ability, but to me, nothing special at all. Once again, this is his level 4 of this ability. So dealing 2 damage to your opponent is a level 4 ability, apparently. So, second ability. Gain control of target creature that costs 15 or less until end of turn. It gains haste, and this creature is destroyed at the end of turn. Okay, so you are going to be destroying a creature. You get to use it and attack with it first, possibly killing another creature, possibly gaining you life. Awesome. Love both of those. But once again, this is a level 4, and you're limited. You have to get something that costs 15 or less. So usually that means it's not going to be the card that you want to get. Once again, I don't see this as a level 4 ability. This looks like a level 3 ability. The level 4 would be gain control of target creature. But once again, I mean, it's nice, you get to do a couple things with your opponent's creature, but for a level 4 ability, you don't get to pick whatever creature you want. Okay, so his last ability, Fiery Demise. Create a support with, whenever a card enters your opponent's graveyard from anywhere, deal 6 damage to your opponent. Okay, so we have Ob Nixilis. Whenever you draw a card, which is a guaranteed, you're doing that 6 damage. Or maybe it's 8 damage for Ob Nixilis. 8 damage would make a lot more sense, because then level 1 would be 2, level 3, or level 2 would be 4, level 3 would be 6, level 4 would be 8. So, once again, his level 4 Fiery Demise doesn't really make sense either. I mean, it does only cost 18 to use it, but you are creating a support that can easily be taken away, and you have to put stuff into your opponent's graveyard. To me, it's just not a great ability. His mana bonuses are decent with the black and red being +4. Blue is +2, but then you're going to have 2 negative manas, green and white, so you have to be very careful with that. Overall, I'm not sure if I will ever get this Planeswalker. We'll see how he plays out in the game. I may be getting him when he comes to the store, but overall, I'm not really impressed with his abilities. They seem to all be, I would say the first one is a level 2 or 3 ability. The second one and third one are definitely level 3 abilities, not level 4s. So he looks cool. For everybody that does get him, I hope you have fun with him. Please leave comments about him, about the decks that you use, how you like to use them. It'd be a lot of fun. One more thing that we're going to take a look at, there is one more bundle that I wanted to look at here, which is the Rick's Ascend bundle. Now, $20. It is a little costly, but you are going to get 80 crystals, 90 jewels with this. So that might make it a little bit more appealing. Let's take a look at the 2 rares first. First, we're looking at Vana's Hunger. We're playing with the Ascend ability here. This is an Ascend package, so you're getting 3 cards with Ascend in it, and your opponent's first creature is destroyed. If you have the City's Blessing, your opponent's 2 last creatures are destroyed instead. So, for 10, you're going to destroy a creature. You can ascend and destroy 2 creatures for the cost of 10 with a rare card. That is an excellent card. I love that card. Let's see here. Kumana's Awakening. Ascend. While this support is on the board, at the beginning of your turn, each player draws a card. There you go. 5. Everybody's drawing an extra card. We're getting extra card draw. And then, even better, if you have the City's Blessing, instead, you're the only one that's drawing a card, and that card gains 2 mana. Even better. That is an absolutely amazing card for the cost of 5. That is a great rare right there. And now, the mythic that you get. While this creature is on the battlefield, create a 1/1 green sapling token at the beginning of each player's turn. A minor reminder of my god, I can't remember the name of the card. Drowner of Sorrow? Drowner of Hope, or I'm sorry, I shouldn't have even went there without for sure knowing the card's name, but great card. Getting a 1/1 Saproling into play, probably going to be doing or creating 2/2 Saproling tokens instead. You have to remember, with the Ascend ability, getting the sum of your creature supports and reinforcements, that card is going to give you a City's Blessing, creating those 1/1 green Saproling tokens. Absolutely great card. I am going to be getting this package. Actually, they were smart enough to not put the Tendershoot Dryad as part of one of the cards that you could get right now. Thank you for doing that. That's a great idea, and making it this package actually worth it. Both rares and the mythic are completely worth it to me, and I think this is a solid bundle. I actually really, really like this bundle. Okay, so there is a rare bundle down there. I never suggest getting just the rare bundles, and Vana Butcher of Magan is still available. Okay, so we're going to open a couple packs. First thing I'm going to do is go check. Well, first I'm going to show, I guess, Ixalan is now available to get in the store. 7,500 runes, or so 7,500. Hour of Devastation is down to 5,000. Amonkhet, 5,000. And here Legacy sits at 3,000. As you can see, 52 Legacy cards because we got new sets put into there. We are going to take a quick look. Drowner of Hope. Sorry about that, everybody. Drowner of Hope was the card that I was thinking of. I had to figure that out. Don't know why I couldn't come up with that off the top of my head. I love that set. Okay. Sorry for the wait. We are going to get right in. First thing we're going to do, let's open an Elite Pack and see how we do. This is going to be our Rivals of Ixalan Elite Pack. And we get Zatalpa Primal Dawn. Very excited for this card. Not my number one card that I want of the set, but definitely usable. Definitely going to be going into one of my decks. I absolutely love the defensive double strike. That is a huge thing in this game. Defensive double strike, excellent card. Very happy to get that. And let's see if we can keep the luck going with a premium pack. Sky Marcher Aspirant. While you have the City's Blessing, this creature gets +1/+1 and gains flying. Not bad for 4. Squire's Devotion. When this support enters the board, create a 1/1 vampire token with lifelink. While this support is on the board, your first creature gets +1/+1 and gains lifelink. That's a pretty good common card, I think. All creatures get -3/-3 until the end of turn. If you have the City's Blessing, instead, only creatures your opponent control gets -4/-4 until the end of turn. That is an awesome card. Absolutely awesome spell card. Golden Demise, great. Brass's Bounty. Find a treasure for every 3 red gems, up to 4 treasures. Fun card for only 4. That's fine. Forerunner of the Legion. When this creature enters the battlefield, pick one of the next 4 vampires from your library and fetch that card. Whenever a non-token vampire enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 white vampire token with lifelink. Soul of the Rapids. Nothing special. There we go. Oh my gosh, I got extremely lucky. If you were listening to, I believe it was my first video. I don't believe you made it onto this one. I had to do 2 videos for this. Please go back, check out the first video. It covers the masterpieces. It covers the first 2 mythics. This is the mythic that I was looking forward to in this set. There's 2 of them. This is definitely one of them. I personally believe this is one of the best Sphinxes to come out in the game. We're just going to reread it again. When this creature enters the battlefield, your opponent can't cast spells until the beginning of your next turn. Whenever this creature attacks, if there are 6 or more white gems on the board, you gain 8 life. If there are 6 or more blue gems on the board, you draw 4 cards. Flying 6/6. Absolutely amazing. Beyond excited to get this card. Very happy with that card. Okay, Forerunner of the Heralds. When this creature enters the battlefield, pick one of the next 4 merfolk from your library and fetch that card. Whenever another merfolk enters the battlefield under your control, this creature gets +1/+1. Nothing special. Sworn Guardian, cost of 4 is a 1/3. And another Sworn Guardian. Dust Charger. This creature gets +3/+3 while you have the City's Blessing. Thrashing Bronodon. When this creature is destroyed, destroy an opponent's non-land support. Not terrible, cost 11. Fanatical Firebrand. Haste. When this creature dies, deal 1 damage to your opponent's first creature. That's expected. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just want to be very clear. This was not set up or anything. Second mythic in the pack. 3rd mythic of the set already. And I'm going to be buying that other mythic, as I said. Zakama Primal Calamity. I already read this one on this video. When Zakama enters the battlefield, convert 9 gems to one of your Planeswalker's colors. Activate a green, destroy a non-land support your opponent controls, activate 1 red, deals 3 damage to your opponent's first creature, activate 1 white, gain 3 life. I already have more mythics from this set than I do Ixalan. I opened tons of packs in Ixalan, and in total I got 2 mythics from 2 free packs. Here I have already gotten 3 mythics. Path of Discovery. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it explores 1. Stormfleet Swashbuckler. This creature gets +1/+1 and double strike while you have the City's Blessing. That's not bad at all for 6. Okay, new rare. I have not seen this one yet. Golden Guardian. Costs 16. It's a support golem. When this support enters the battlefield, create a 6/6 colorless Golden Guardian token with Defender and activate 2. Destroy this and the first creature and the first other creature you control. Transform Golden Guardian. We'll have to go back to that card at the end. Very sorry about that. Oathsworn Vampire. Whenever you gain 4 or more life, if this creature is in your graveyard, return it to the battlefield. That's kind of cool. Dinosaur Hunter. Whenever this creature deals damage to a dinosaur, destroy that creature. Wow. That's a fun little common card to hurt all these great dinosaurs that are coming out. Let's see here, Dead Man's Chest. Whenever a creature your opponent controls is destroyed, find a treasure. Another rare. Here we go, Wayward Swordtooth. He only costs 10. He is a 10/10. He does have Ascend. At the beginning of your turn, all land support cards in your hand gain 3 mana. This creature can't attack or block unless you have the City's Blessing. Okay, I understand. Having the City's Blessing is actually supposed, or not having the City's Blessing is a very big hindrance with this card. But who cares? With him on the field, your land supports are going to be gaining 3 mana with or without the City's Blessing. So you're putting more supports onto the field. And then you get the City's Blessing and you have a 10/10. That is an absolutely amazing rare. I am very, very happy with that one. That's a great card. Forerunner of the Coalition. Whenever this creature enters the battlefield, pick one of the next 4 pirates from your library and fetch that card. Whenever a pirate enters the battlefield under your control, your opponent loses 2 life. That's a very fun card for Vraska. Awaken Amalgam. When this creature enters the battlefield, it gets +X/+X, where X is the sum of the shield count of all land supports. Not a terrible card. I don't think it's anything that I would overly use. Oh my gosh. Another mythic. Well, this is the one that I talked about. Not anything that I would go out of my way to get, but a fun card to use. It's a mythic. Trap Draw, Tyrant, Enrage. Exile the last creature your opponent controls. When this creature is destroyed, your opponent fetches the next creature card from their library. It gains full mana. Okay. Another mythic. And we already seen Dust Charger. And here's my rare, Profane Procession. We'll take a look at that on the end here. So I just want to show you, we got 1 mythic, 2 mythics, 3 mythics, 1, 2, 3 rares in that 1 pack. That was a huge pack. Absolutely huge pack. Very happy I'm able to bring that to you in this video. I know my Ixalan video was very dull and boring. So let's take a look at this golem when he flips. Let's see here. We're going to activate 2, destroy this and the first other creature you control, transform him. Gold Forge Garrison. At the beginning of your turn, convert 3 gems to your Planeswalker's color. Activate 2, create a 7/7 colorless golem token. So for 16, you have to destroy a couple creatures, and then you get a chance to continuously create 7/7 golems. Not a bad card. Hmm. 16, and you get to put in a 6/6 with Defender, and you may not get to flip it. That's an interesting card. Great job on that card, I think. Okay, Profane Procession. Here we go. Activate 1. Exile the last creature your opponent controls, and this support gains 1 shield. Wow. Okay. At the end of your turn, if this support has 5 or more shields, transform this support. So we're gonna... Wow, we get to exile and keep it in play. So every time your opponent hits this and it lowers it, it just gives you more chances to exile, or if you need to hit it. Okay, so we transform it. At the beginning of your turn, convert 3 gems to black or white. Great. Activate 2. Move your opponent's last exiled creature to the battlefield under your control. Are you kidding me? That is an amazing rare card. That is great. Wow. Well, everybody, I really hope you enjoyed the pack opening, taking a look at the new set. I know how long this video is. If you stuck through it with me, I hope it was more than worth your time. Absolutely excellent, excellent, excellent pack opening. I love this set. Very, very happy with Rivals of Ixalan. Much happier than the Ixalan set. A lot of fun to come. I'm definitely going to be bringing you more videos. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. I'm Viper4724. Please leave some comments down below. Give me some great ideas for what you want to see coming up. Thank you all again for watching.